Why didn't Imam W. Deen Mohammed name a successor? I mean, people often mention this in relationship to your leadership, but what is the Islamic approach to the concept of succession in leadership? It should also be noted that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't name a successor either.
Yes, and neither did Muhammad, the prayers and peace be on him. Prophet Muhammad, he didn't name a successor either. But doesn't mean that we shouldn't have leadership. Leadership established upon the universal truth and principles of truth that are the hallmark of Islamic teaching. Prophet Muhammad made clear that his people should follow those who follow his sunnah. He said, I leave you two things, the Quran and my sunnah. This is what he said. And he said that the people should follow those that are upon his sunnah. So it is a common sense. Common sense. It doesn't require advanced degrees to know or to understand the need for leadership. Any person can see that it's necessary for those that have special ability to serve the life of people and serve the life of communities, that they're necessary for our progress. And so leadership means to point out and to work for conditions that improve the life and that advance the life. And a logic, any reasoning or logic that suggests that that's not important is foolishness and goes against human good common sense. The idea that leadership for our community should not have national expression was something that Imam W. D. Muhammad left with those that he knew would pursue such but could not be trusted with such. He left that with them. He didn't leave that with me. He never told me anything like that. And he never said anything like that to the general population, the general public of our people. He was constantly referring to the time of the next leader. And he didn't say leaders when he was speaking of the leader that would succeed him. So he was feeding that as an influence on the next leader to shape the next leader's mind and to help him or her prepare to serve the life of the people. And he didn't necessarily have his finger pointed at any one person in public, although he hinted who we should look to. But he said that Allah will show us who we should support. And for me personally, I'm satisfied with what Imam left as hints. He only, as he said about his father, he said that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad only trained a few to walk his walk when the time was necessary, when it was necessary. And I believe the same of Imam W. D. Muhammad. I believe that he intended that I be leader after him. He said it to me in many different ways. He said it in symbolic gestures to his following. He said some very specific things with regard to it and with regard to me, both publicly and personally or privately. It was just a matter of me accepting responsibility to see it clearly and to understand and to qualify for it. And so this is why I say what I say, and this is why I'm committed to it in this way. And I have as I said, I don't hesitate to say it. I don't hesitate to say it. And I believe that those who are outside of our community, who are looking at us, have wondered what has happened to them. what has happened to their voice? And now that I have been working and doing things in the public, you're hearing less and less of that. They have become aware that the next leader in our tradition and the first leader after the establishment of Imam W. Deen Mohammed's teaching has accepted responsibility for that role.